Like, this thing's talking to me. She's totally square as you're stopping. I know she's a quarter horse, but you know, that also shows if they're a little bit off a little. And she looks super good there. That's good. I'd be very happy with her feet, you know, everything going on her right now. Now, your other one.
The other one, I can't believe the ferret didn't come yesterday.
Oh, shoot.
Texting Justina was freaking out. I sent him about 12 pictures of her feet yesterday afternoon, and I was like, is this okay? Like, they look really bad. What can I do till you get here? And I got no response. So, like.
Oh, see, my guy always responds to me because he thinks of me a little bit as his mom, and he's very respectful to me.
I feel like Justine gets responses, but I don't get responses from you.
Yeah.
Will you just turn it so it faces
Oh.
me?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's still hung up on Katie over
Okay.
So, I talked to Mark, because I saw him over there. One of my girth straps is really short, and we couldn't figure out why, and Chelsea figured it out because somehow when we put the gullet in, it impinged on it, and we can't get it down without getting the gullet out.
Oh.
So,
So, what did you do?
well, we got Colonel's girth, and we just got the longest girth we could.
Oh, okay. So, he wouldn't have needed such a girth, right?
Right. Right. Just because that one strap was so short.
Okay.
So,
And that's not bothering him any, yeah?
yeah, I think we're okay. I rode the other horse with it the other day, too, and we just had a long enough girth. We got it done.
So, where are you getting your girth at?
Well, there's a lady at the barn over there that had a longer girth, but her daughter's horse was small, and it fit the horse I used to ride when I tested a different saddle once, but I didn't buy that saddle. And so I touched base with her. I said, do you still have it? It's still for sale. And of course now her daughter's grown and she's using a bigger horse, so they've been using it, but she said, but we've been wanting to get a new one anyhow, so I'll sell it to you. I just got to get a new one.
Is it like a leather girth?
I don't remember, honestly.
See, you could just go, I mean, for $100 you can find a girth. Just go to JC. They're not that expensive. Get the length. That's where I get all my girths. I get the, like the sheep wool. And I don't know if it's really sheep wool. I don't think it is. But I don't get any of those fancy girths. There's some of them that do the shoulder relief, because I hear from people that it actually puts pressure on other parts because it's not a straight thing. So,
I don't think it is a fancy one because she's going to sell it to me for $30.
okay, no, yeah, that's fine. There you go.
So, just get our straps figured out. With that, we should be in business.
Okay, so we're going to collect him up a little bit more because you've been walking him around now, so I think he's good. All right, resistance there, soft seat, and push through your pelvis, but stretch your legs down at the same time. Keep your hands there. Get his hind end under. So there he's walking off with his front end and not really his hind end. Tap, tap. Use your bending to get him to bring his hind end under. Use transitions, some leg yields, whatever. And yeah, you got to be a little tougher with your upper arm. Think of me sitting behind you and my hands are on your biceps and I'm trying to pull your upper arm back to me, and you're just resisting that. Yeah, but now you're resisting your forearms because I can see your tendons there. Yeah, just your upper arm. So your elbow stays bent. And down now. Your hand down lower. There you go. Shoulders down lower. That's it. Now you have a pretty good line from the bit to your elbow. Now you can bring your hands closer to the bit, but keep them that low. Good. Now do a little circle. Get his hind end under. I want you to feel his hocks under your seat. And walk. Sit up tall. Now you look like a little bit like you're straining your lower back. So you got to be careful about that because it looks a little bit like this.
I think you're right.
Yeah, and that could really hurt. So bring those elbows down more and think of it as if I was trying to move this. It's hard if I'm like this to move it.
Right.
But here, it's easy. And I can feel my seat bones underneath me. Legs down. Yes. So the softer your legs and seat, the more you'll be able to feel it. Hands down. Ah, you go. Now, because you're there doesn't mean that what you're doing is wrong because he sticks his head up. It just means he's going to out-resist you. That's what he's going to plan on doing. Get after him. Say, I am not dealing with anything but you coming under. Get after him with the whip. Good. That's very good. Staying high with your, wide with your chest. Even wider. Good. Now, have you been working with the driving reins?
Trying to.
Okay.
It's so hard to focus when I'm at that other place. 'Cause
Why is that?
her lessons are so like, okay, let's posting trot, let's sitting trot, let's canter, you know, circles. And so in my mind, I'm trying to do everything you're telling me, but she doesn't call me on any of it.
Okay.
So I don't ever know if I'm doing it right or not. I try.
So let's go into the driving rein right now because I really liked how that widened the length from your shoulder to the shoulder going through the front of you. I liked how that kind of got you into the saddle. It allowed you to ride down by your crotch, down by your waist there. Use your legs and seat and keep everything there. Good. Up. Now let's do some turns, half circles, and or leg yields. So everything is going to be a bend. We're not even going to let him walk on the rail. Like if he touches the rail, he's off to do another circle. So I like to do the half circles and then the leg yields. So you can actually take him right here, leg yield him towards me, everything off the right leg into the left rein. Good, right leg a little bit more back so you get the hind end, and the front right, the right rein a little half up. Good. Now do a half circle here, half circle 10 meter. You go to the rail and then, or to the middle, sorry. And then from here you go, now I'm going to leg yield out to the other side. Nope, turn, finish your circle because you changed your bend.
Oh, I'm lost.
Okay, that's okay. Come back this way.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, well, we were out there, you know, we didn't have something to kind of look at. Now we have this, and we're like, oh. So you're going to do like half circle. And maybe it makes you prepare for how the horse is going. And then the leg goes just like this. You don't change. You're going to push your right hip a little forward. Use both legs, move up, push over that way. Once you get to the rail, you'll do it again. Another half circle. So this horse is always bending around. Like it. Come on. He's got to walk up more. And I know what you're doing a lot, but you have to up a little bit. And so just a little bit of shift. Okay. A little bit of shift. Good, yeah, resist. Now with your forearms. You keep holding your collars. Collars. Right hand down. Don't lift it. I would try reading book. Come on.
This morning, I was thinking about connection.
Left leg back. Use it. Relax it. Use it in front. Left leg. Yeah, because you got to push that. So that's the one thing that's going to change when you go to do a circle into the leg yield. You're probably going to have to bring that inside leg back a little bit more so you can get the. Yeah, now come back down and leg yield this by that much. There you go. Right rein, half halt, right leg. Right rein, half halt, right leg, left leg back. Come on. Use it. Get him straighter. There we go. Now let's go ahead and try a trot now. We're going to do the same thing, okay? Don't change now. You just changed the bend. Why did you do that?
I guess I thought I was going to go to the end of the ring for a second.
But even if you were, you wouldn't change the bend. So all of this is like, this is how I want you to sit. You're doing a circle, I want you like this. You're doing a leg yoke, I want you like this. Okay. Everything. So don't go like this. Change. Now we got to turn around. If you got a half circle. Off the right leg. Smack up. So get off. Now right. Yeah, left leg, I mean. And then right rein, half halt. There we go. Get him off. Get his butt off. Make sure you slow the shoulders down enough so his hind end can get caught up. There you go. Good job. That's it. Everything this way. Everything. You turning everything to the left as he's going.
Except my body.
That is really good. That is really good. Keep that. Keep that. Good. Now when you get over there, trot and don't let yourself turn back to the right. Keep yourself to the left. You can do a circle, whatever you feel you need to do to keep him under you. But don't let him out of this. Stop in your seat, move your legs, relax your legs down, and ask for the trot now. You're either doing a leg yield or you're doing a circle. You're not going straight. Sit back. That's it. Let yourself go. Now your hips have to get in front. So you got to think about pushing your hips forward, elbows in. There you go. Elbows down, elbows in. Good job. Leg yield him over. Go ahead and post. Because he needs to get his hind end under. Yeah, get his hind end under. Come on. There we go. Do a 20-meter circle when you can. Just because he's not under himself. Yeah, there you go. Keep him coming through. Circle. Come, 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 come. Yeah, he's got to get moving there. Keep bending to the left. Come, come. Tap him behind your left leg. Come, come, come. Circle again. Everything's a circle. I don't want you to go straight at all. There we go. Good. Tap, tap. Get his hind end. Come on. Get up there. Half halt with that right. Think of me sitting behind you and pulling your bicep back a little bit there and go, no, and kind of push that against it. Good job. Very nice. This is getting better. Good. Yeah. Get him off you. Take care of yourself, buddy. Mm-hmm. Good. How's that feel?
Better.
Yeah. Looks good. Super. Get after him. And then half off. So when you get after him, you got to recycle. Go. Squeeze that outside leg. Squeeze that outside leg. There you go. Squeeze it. Squeeze it, soften. Squeeze it, soften. Don't hang. Yep. Squeeze it, soften. There. Come. Hind in. Hind in. Hind in. Hind in. There. So all your hand is doing is constantly saying easy. But we got to keep the leg and seat coming up. So when you use your hand, make sure the leg and seat, and you keep going with the horse. That's the main thing. You got to go with that's much better. Go with him, and your outside hand or your left hand sometime will help. Good for you. Yeah. Do another turn. He's like, oh, he pulls away there. Then turn. We don't need you to be pulled away. Yeah. Good. You take a break when you need to. This is going good. And it's because that hind end has to come under. Has to come on. Get up, get up. Don't let him go. There. Get that hind end. There. If he's trotting, he's got to trot. If you're like, I'm getting a little tired, then walk.
Okay.
But don't do a cruddy, I'm tired, and hang on him and he hangs on you. Trot. There, looks nice. Do a circle to the left. Because he's not giving to the left, is he? He just started to pull away from you. Bind your left leg when you do that circle. You got it. Bind that left leg. Yes. There you go. There you go. There you go. Keep that left leg. All right, you lost it again because he's just hanging on the... Yes. That's the feel. Keep that feel. Don't let that change because he goes straight. Because even when he's straight, he's really going to be coming with his front legs around.
All right, maybe we should take a break.
Yeah, but you should have taken a break before.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Don't kill yourself because I do believe that your body will think that that's okay,
Well,
and it'll tell your mind.
we were going good, and I was hating to stop,
But you have
I
to.
knew I was tired.
You have to.
Yeah.
He's a big guy, and he wants to hang on you. So you have to kind of stop and adjust. I don't ride very long. When I get on, I do a lot of breaks, especially in this heat, you know.
Change direction.
Yeah, so we're going to do everything to the right now we just did to the left. So what does that mean when I say that?
That this is the outside rein. We're going to be bending in this way. This leg, you have the girth to bend. Leg goes back a little bit.
You got it. So no walking straight. Yeah. If he's on that rail, it's for one moment just to make your circle, in which you're going to work on making that circle very, very nice. And then, you see how he's sort of getting long in the front?
Yes.
And that's okay as long as his hind leg is working as much, but usually it won't. So you're going to end up having to half halt, half halt, half halt. So if every time you go, oh, you feel him starting to get a little bit too much, half halt, relax, half halt, relax, half halt, relax. You got to keep him in the box. Does that make sense? He's in a certain length of a rectangle box, and he's trying to go out the front end. Okay? Think about a wild animal, and you've got it between, you got a box and you're holding each side. They're either going to try to go out the front or they're going to go out the back. This one's going to go out the front. So you got to keep that wild animal from going out the front. Keep his hind end under. Keep his hind end under. Okay, so now, are you trotting or walking?
No, we're walking.
Okay, then when he went to trot, you need to resist with your upper body and your core. Okay? Otherwise, you just go with him and he's going to get like heavy because he doesn't know. But you resist here, then he understands. And then it's clear, like, does she want me to walk? Like, you get after him with your leg and he goes, oh, I bet I'm supposed to do the trot. But then you go, no, I'm going to resist a little bit. He goes, oh, okay, she must want a bigger walk.
Right.
And that's what he'll give you. Mm-hmm. Good. Your positioning to the right, I think, is a lot better. You might want to just keep thinking about making sure that your left shoulder stays down so that you don't lean to the right and collapse. Didn't we talk about that? Your right? Yeah. If that's what we did. It's all coming back to me now. We want you to be a little bit longer on your right obliques, not collapse your waist.
That's how I work. So
Yes.
I've been working on it while I work.
Yes. I know you have. Well, it shows, believe me. So here that you look like you've got him pretty good on that outside rein. So you just keep him in those parameters. But make sure it's not arguing. Yep, don't let him go. So if I'm clucking, I'm not telling you have to trot. I'm telling you he's got to get his hind end under him more. Hind end under, 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 under. Yes, good. Good. Then left rein, no, don't lean. So when you lean forward to kind of, I'm going with him, you throw him more on his forehand. So try the next time he starts to trot off, push your hips forward and your upper body back. Yes! That time he couldn't do it. And
Little successes of life.
yes, exactly. Talk, get that hind end. So one of the things that I always remember is this one instructor with me is a Colombian man, and he was a dentist actually, but he's ridden in, I don't think he's been in the Olympics for the United States. He probably has for Colombia. But anyway, he was a jerk. But I do remember this. I would say, how do I know when they're in front of the leg? This is years ago. And he'd say, because you feel this. And he took and just pushed my butt. Like that. And boy, that stayed with me. That's what the activity should, stay up. Come on, you're stronger than that. If I was going to pull you into a pit, now, yeah, use your leg. But you're still like this. Come on. Like, use it. Tap, tap, stay back. Upper body back. Like your ponytail is down. So you got to feel his hocks coming under you.
Feeling it now. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you have a chance at help. But if he doesn't have his hocks in front of you, his back is probably flat, and he has, he's dropped his core. Stay there. Doesn't matter. Stay there. Yeah. Add leg.
I gotta work on not letting the reins slip through my hands. Just gotta hold them.
Hold them good with your thumb on your index. Keep that hind end under. Come on, he's dragging. And then half halt. Hind end under, and that's going to cause his front end to go too, and you're like, no, just your hind end. Really get that head on your shoulders a little straighter. Look between his ears. There you go. Bring that left shoulder down a little bit more. Mm-hmm. You got to use your, you're not riding with your legs now. Move your legs more. Move your legs. Because he doesn't know how to get the hind end under unless you're telling him to. Then you're just riding his face. Yeah, there you go. Ride your legs and your seat so that you can ride his face. Or so you can do something with that. Yeah, nope. Go ahead and walk. So again, don't let all this come apart. Say, I have to stay up here and bring him under that way. Good. Just give your legs and him a break. So there wasn't a whole lot going on with your legs there. And that's not going to be able to keep him coming through because he's not going to do that on his own. So let's just go back to the walk. That's actually a nice walk right there, isn't it? Yeah. And just kind of sit with that for a moment. Say, what does this feel like? Good. Left shoulder down a little bit. Make sure your weight's on the left side too. I mean, more weight's on the right, but you've got to have weight on your left as well. So you're balancing there. So now he's gotten a little longer. tall. Give him the balance. You want to get your hips in front of your hands. So that's the idea of the whole kind of pushing the stuffing into the neck. Good. Sitting tall. Yes. There. 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 Up. Losing it. Add. 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 Step tall. Come on. Okay. Bring him over here. And let's see if we can get the idea of a little bit more resistance with your upper body. So imagine that you're on a trail ride. This bad man is going to pull you off the horse.
Yes, we have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep walking. Oh, so when he goes to pull, you do what you need to do, and then relax it. And then do it again, and relax it, and do it again, and relax it. But keep yourself in this positive tension. And it's positive because you're not, you're engaging your muscles, but you're not trying to pull up your bones. Your bones are kind of dropping down. Shoulders. Yeah. Come, more. There you go. More. Good. And then say, hey, yeah, I want more. And I'm going to ask with one leg or another, so be sure that it's the walk that you're asking for, not the trot. So walk, one leg then the other, one leg then the other. And get in the rhythm so that your right leg is attached to his right, your left leg is attached to his left hind. I like how you're staying there very quiet with your hands though when he comes up. And that's another thing that's really good because then he knows where the bit is. Now you just have to add more leg, and then if he goes, I don't like this, resist a little bit so he knows what you want. Yes. There you go. Good. And I'm fine with little trots like that. Keep your elbow down and go back to the walk. So what you do well or do as best as you can, and then go again. I'm going to walk again. And do 5 posting trot. Who cares? I'd rather 5 good ones than 3 times around the arena where it looks like you guys are uncomfortable together. So, I mean, Leslie says he's always been this kind that tries to pull the connection, the contact out. But honestly, I've ridden him enough that, if you have that hind end under, he doesn't. Because when you, how about the leg, but leg. So don't stop the leg. You got it. When he starts pulling, don't stop the leg. Yeah, now do a little shimmy with your elbows or something to help you. Don't stop the leg. You got it. There you go. Sit up tall. Come on, leg. And then back to the wall. There you go. Keep your hands there. Got it. Elbows down. Leg. Moving your legs. Think about very wiggly, wobbly legs. Good. That felt a little better, huh? He was like thinking about scratching his face, and I'm like, she's got the fly mask on. You silly boy. You're not going to scratch your face. I'm going to scratch my face.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Put your reins in one hand. Let's do that a little bit. And then your whip hanging down. And then use your whip like,
It would be right about here.
now let's use it a little different just to feel the power. So if you can hold your whip like this with your finger kind of going down on it, so that you can go like this.
Oh, like this? Or like this?
Bring it over here, I'll show you. It's not the way you would hold it regularly, but I think I'm trying to get you the idea of how much the time is. And you should come back. So you just want to hold it like this. So you go here, you go here.
Oh, okay.
And you just use this to help with your legs too. But keep that under. So you get the feeling.
So
that-
across in front of me here, like this?
Yeah, but you're not. That's why you have to put.
Yeah.
You just go like this, and then this. So this is your hand that's holding the thing.
Uh-huh. It's where it belongs. Oh, you got your bleaching on. Invisalign. Yeah.
But when I got in the car,
no.
like I went to put down the mirror, I went to, I was holding. I started laughing so hard. Because I know it's really good. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's here, it's here. You just keep this here, here,
Okay.
okay?
Got
Get that
my, got my pointer finger out like this. I want to hit you.
You got it. You got it.
You're awesome. Alright.
And I would do it like that. So that, yeah, and then that. Is that better?
That's
Okay.
better.
I think you had it the opposite way.
Not quite as awkward.
Okay, so then the hands in one rein, almost like a little bit you have a driving, the Phyllis reins, but two of them are in one. Now make him go. Come on, behind the saddle as well. Hand down, hand down. Yeah, you don't have to go back and forth. You just have to talk to him. Get a bigger walk. Get a bigger walk. There, I want you to feel the energy. When you feel the energy, you can stop. Feel that. Good. Now keep that right elbow in. That's your energy. Make him walk. Make him work. There you go. Feel what you have in your hands from that. So this is that you're going to get the connection feel with your one hand, holding both the reins. There.
There we go.
Yeah. And as you're doing that, you're actually applying it the correct time, because that's the time that his hind leg is in the air. You see what I mean? If you apply it when it's on the ground, it's like that's dead. He can't do anything about it. But here he can go, oh, I can move it. Oh, I can move it. If it's on the ground, it's dead. It's like a dead ball.
I lost it, I think. But I also
You got it. You got it.
I also started doing one leg at a time.
Yep.
That really got it going.
Yes. Good. See if you could do a little post trot like this. Just a couple steps. Try to relax your seat. And then back to the walk. Don't pull back. Don't pull back.
I feel like a cowboy.
Yeah, but you can't. You got to ride with him down. And so if you pull, then he could just pull against you, and then that would suck. You just want to think back to the walk seat again. Keep your legs soft. Okay? Now go ahead and ask. Come on, keep them under. You just did this. So now you have two reins. You have to keep them under. It can be the walk, but he has to stay under like you just had him before. He has to stay under, 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 under.
Trying to just do a better walk and not trot.
Good. Under. Keep your leg moving. One leg then the other. 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 Keep him moving. If he doesn't listen, he gets a little tap. But bring your elbows in when you do it so he doesn't trot off. One leg then the other. Keep at him. Keep at him. Flex to the left. Keep at him. Good. Keep at him. Keep at. So it's not enough because he's pulling you with his neck. Unless he's round like that, he's not coming from behind enough. That's how much more he needs to come from behind. And he's not doing it on his own. Yeah, he said, forget that. There, I like how you're sitting there. Really good. Yeah, now you're just active with your leg and you're keeping him there. Then when you're active with your leg and you have something in your hands, you're able to do something. You're not relying on just kind of holding his face. You guys are holding the bit together and communicating. Don't get long, so on the short side, maybe you didn't ride, I don't know. Keep the bend. Circle, circle, bend, something, hind and under, hind and under. Come on, come, there, come. That's another little game, did you see? He was like, oh, I'll get really round, right? And then you didn't have anything in your hands because he's like, I'll get really round. He's going to do everything he can not to have the contact. And he's smart enough. Keep him up there. Keep him up there. Keep him up there. You got it. Keep him up there. Oh, now he's starting to grow. Yes. Now he's, keep it. Come on. You got to figure out, how can I do this without working so hard? How can I do this, kind of be cool and keep it going? And that's really a difficult thing to do until you get it. Then you're like, why was that so hard? There you go. There you go. Yeah, now I feel like you're really making contact. How's that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's going to see. There he goes. I'm going to get low. He goes, I've got it. I know every game. And then I always question myself if that happens, if they get too low, and I'll go, hey, could I soften, my fourth finger? Not throw it away, but could I soften? Is that why, or is he just being him? I can't really tell you that. So you always have to go, okay, am I holding a bouquet of flowers, or am I trying to hold, a thing of lava? Yeah, come on. And I mean a lava rock, not lava, not molten lava. Keep them coming. Good. There we go. That's getting there. I like it. Yeah, what's he doing there? Maybe flex him to the right. Say, hey, I'm going to flex you to the right and put my left rein as the outside and bend. There you go. Now I'll go back the other way now. Just throwing another tool at him. After his hind end. I know.
It's so funny. It's like every time I'm like, okay, we're going good, but we're not bend. Then I focus on the bend, and then my going goes to hell.
Yeah.
I told somebody the other day, I'm like, it's an orchestra, and I'm playing all the instruments.
Yes. And yet you keep coming back. I mean,
I love it.
It's like golf, there's no sport, I think, except for golf, that people complain so much about that stupid little ball. And I'm like, well, why do you do it? Oh, we love it. Okay. I understand that. Make sure he's not pushing into your left leg. Yep. Yeah, if you feel it, give him a smack behind the... There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. So there's times if you're doing it and working, he's just resisting your leg, and he should feel like putty underneath that left leg. He should feel like, okay, I can push my gut to the right side,
No, but don't fall in, buddy. Don't fall in. I have to be doing something when I come around that corner.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that maybe you have to adjust and you have too much on the left side.
Okay.
Listen, we're always looking for the middle.
Okay.
The only thing that there's things that nobody will ever tell you you're sitting up too tall if it's done correctly. Nobody will ever tell you your legs are stretched down too long if it's, correctly. But they will tell you your legs too forward, your legs too back. You're sitting too forward, you're sitting too back. You're sitting too much to the left, you're sitting too much to the right. We're looking for the middle. Everything's the middle. Don't tip onto your crotch. Just balance on your crotch and your two seat bones, but don't let yourself tip onto it. Then it's hard to push through. I think you're getting a little tired. I think you've done very well. And actually it is time. And you really only can do this for so long, and then you're just like, ugh. Yeah, everybody gets over it. You just go like you had some really good moments.
Good.
I think
Some of it is starting to become natural.
it is.
And then when I realized some
I'm
other
going to
parts
shut you off of
like,
this.